It's Excuse Our Banter, back at it again with another amazing episode. It's the podcast you never knew you loved so much, right in your ear. This week we have an amazing episode. We're going to be talking about Joshua vs Usyk. We have an amazing Am I the Asshole? Quite funny. UK slang is cooler than US slang, maybe. And expectations versus reality relationships. Let's get it.
All right, so today I want to start off with our weekly catch up. So how you been?
I've been good this week. Flew by, man. I don't know if it's just, coming to the end of summer, but the week's flown by. I've noticed the sun is setting a lot sooner, setting at 8. So my week has flown by, man. The work has been good, nice and chill, nothing too crazy. Been playing games. I got back into gaming, so I've been playing Star Citizen quite a bit. I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but I tweeted out, I'm sick, I'm addicted, and I bought a flight stick. I was never into flight stick. Yeah, flight stick. I got that straight up like mini co-pilot thing on my desk. I got the flight stick to my right, the throttle with a mini flight stick on it. I'm hooked, man. I'm loving it. Star Citizen is a beautiful game.
Just for Star Citizen?
I bought this just for Star Citizen.
No, you're joking.
I'm sick. I'm addicted.
You're addicted.
Bro.
How's it been playing
this for, bro. The game is so good. So picture No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous.
I played that, but I
had
played
a
No
baby, and bro, the game is phenomenal. I mean, it's so anybody that likes flight sims or even like combat, Ace Combat. This is a game for you. I mean, there are people that literally, there's so many facets in the game. You could be a bounty hunter. Obviously, that's good. You could be mercenary. That's bad. You can go to jail. I've done it plenty of times. You can escape jail. I never escaped jail. I fell down a pit and died. You can be a space trader, a cargo runner. You can dispose of illegal goods. You can do beacon missions. You can clean up facilities. There's so many jobs. You can do delivery jobs. You want to just lay back and run cargo jobs. There's so much coming in. The roadmap for this game's a couple years old. I remember when Star Citizen first dropped, everybody's like, oh, that's crazy. The AITA is too big. It's a scam. But the game, just look at the testament. Look at how far they come over the videos. And the game is in a state where it's playable. It runs pretty smooth. Obviously, I had to upgrade my SSD. I had to get some more RAM, 40 gigabytes of RAM, flight stick. And I'm not even done yet. There's a couple more pieces I need to buy, like eye tracker or head tracker. I think it's eye tracker. So yeah, man.
Wait, you said 40 gigabytes of RAM?
Yeah, man.
Wait, of RAM, as in random access memory.
Yeah.
So you've been buying 16 gigabyte sticks and just 16 gigabyte.
Yeah, 16 to 8, bro.
You're joking.
Nope. I'm sick, man.
So you have to play this on high settings.
So you don't have to play it on high settings. The thing is, it's very CPU intensive and is very, very RAM intensive. Not so much on your graphics card. So the thing is, if you just throw this bad boy, I don't care what kind of rig, if you throw this bad boy on just a normal hard drive, a disk hard drive, it will lag. It will be a slideshow like I was. And then I was like, okay, there's got to be better. Do I get a new graphics card? I don't know what's going on. So did some research. I had a spare SSD, threw it on that bad boy, and it runs buttery smooth. God. And then I grabbed some. I think the RAM was just like, just in case it was on sale. Grab that, and I was like, oh, bro, they get sweeter. Bro, I'm gonna one day when you have time, I'm gonna actually stream it for you, bro. And the game is so fun. When you get into it, it's so fun. So to all my Star Citizen fans out there, salute to you. But yeah, man. Or people looking into it and play. I got a referral code if you guys want to use it. But yeah. It's dope. I'll show you what's up.
My
question about you? How was your week?
Why stream it only to myself? Why not stream it to everyone else? Give it a try.
Now you're
back into the saddle.
Okay.
Go back onto it. Do it.
First off, you're not the only person who said that, but I'm not good at PvP. The game is a beautiful game to explore. Let me get my skills up, bro. Let me get my skills up, bro. Ain't nobody good at
PvP nowadays. Have you seen the current climate of gaming?
Nah, bro.
You can't enjoy that without getting smoked.
There are literally people that make tutorials on how to destroy people in outer space. There's this guy called Avenger 1. He is, bro, like, He has videos on S curls, maneuvers, offensive, defensive, how to keep your speed up, targeting, pip reticle, velocity. And this guy, like, he's calculated. So yeah,
So
there
it's
are
like a
people
bit
that
of
are
math
like,
in the game as well.
bro, yeah. I mean, he literally breaks it down in like layman's terms. Some is still confused to this day, but dude is a beast. There's a couple people like that around the community. Star Citizen is a constantly growing community, and dude, it's yeah. But I'll definitely stream it one day. I was talking to a couple people, and I was like, you know what? Let me get back in the streaming saddle and
I'd like to see it.
throw some Star Citizen.
I'd like to.
I appreciate that, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. How was your week?
My week was kind of fast as well, a little bit. Been just working, tired all the time, and then my house is getting sorted out as well. But I wanted to talk about a recent purchase that my girlfriend made for me. She got me some Crocs, and I was like, God, these things are like dorky. These guys are stupid.
But
I'm
they're
never
comfy,
gonna wear
huh?
this.
They're comfy, huh?
My God, was I wrong? I was eating my words. I love these things. It's so it's like walking on clouds, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now
It's
you know
so
why they were so
comfortable.
popular.
It's so comfortable. Like I'm like, why don't I just use this everywhere? I can use this in a shower. I can use this on the beach. I can use this
In the gym,
at work, in
outside,
the gym,
at
everything.
work.
It's so versatile, so good. And I was right. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the people trashing on it, but to be honest, it's good. And not many people in the UK appreciate it. At work, I got reamed. People were like, "Oh man, he's got his Crocs in sports mode. What a nerd!" And I was like, "Okay, number one, I'm not allowed to wear Crocs at work, right? But I wore it because it was so comfortable, and I hid it from my manager. Right, I put my feet all the way under my desk.
They say sports mode. This man put that flat back, and that bad boys went vroom.
Yeah, he was like, "This guy's on speed mode," and I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, oh my days. My manager noticed from the corner of his eye. He noticed. He came up to me. He was like, so I noticed your Crocs are in speed mode. Does that make your work faster? Does it make you work faster? And I was like, God damn it, he noticed. I
Bro,
put
he
my
got
feet
you.
fully into my desk, and he noticed. But to be honest, it was a one-time trial. I just wanted to wear it at work just to see how it was like. And man's comfortable. So it actually is good for your joints as well. You know?
So can you continually wear them for work or no?
No, he said not. This is the first time and probably the last time you wear it. And I was like, God damn it.
Hey, at least he was chill about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my manager's cool. He's pretty cool. But yeah, not allowed to wear it, so it's pretty sad. But hey.
The officer said, "Hey yo, look at Sammy wearing these Crocs on sports mode. Hey yo, Sarah, look at this. What up, John? Look at this fool."
Oh,
bro, they roasted
you. They
read
me, bro. They came with everything. Like, yo, it's sports mode. They came up to me. One of them came up to me. He was like, "Yo, one sec, I'll be right back." He brought another coworker of mine, and they both came up and they both laughed at me. And I was like, "Come on, man. Come on. I'm like sitting right here, man."
Cork, coming back and pointing at your feet and just laughing at you, bro.
Look what he's wearing. I was like, man, these are so comfortable. You will regret saying anything. And I let him try it. And these mans ate their words, mate.
Was this the start of your villain arc? This was the start of your villain arc?
No, this is the conversion therapy that I've just committed now. So now I'm getting everyone on board with the Crocs idea. They're like, damn, these are actually pretty soft.
Okay,
so
part of
nice.
the Crocs army. Nice.
I'm gonna start a Croc army, mate. I'm gonna start UK Croc army is gonna happen.
Okay, and say less. It's
nice, man. Even though it might not look amazing, it is so comfy, and the little strap at the back makes sure it's not gonna go anywhere. I reckon I could probably take this out swimming, and I'll probably still be fine.
Yeah, honestly. So you know the chapter you're going down right now, the one you just started that your girlfriend has been the catalyst for. You know what that is, right?
It's the conversion therapy. She's converting me into all of her favorite things.
She's converting you into an old man. That's what she is.
God damn it! I'm gonna be an old man, Sammy.
Now let me ask you a question. I want you to answer me honestly. Do not lie to me. Did you wear jeans with these Crocs?
No, I did not.
Okay. Have you ever thought about it?
No, I don't want to wear jeans. Okay. With Crocs.
Did you wear jorts or shorts with these Crocs?
I did not wear any jean products.
Okay. All right.
No. I'm not becoming an old man.
You're safe for now. I'm just saying, when you start to take power naps and you wear jeans and jean shorts with those Crocs, and you wear a polo and you tuck that polo in with a leather belt, Bro, there's no comeback for that, man.
I'm officially an old man. I'm an old geezer. Old geezer. But no,
man.
that's not the only thing that happened this week. I recently watched a big boy event, Joshua versus Usyk, or I should say Usyk versus Joshua. That's the official way to say it, because Usyk is the reigning champ. So
Citizens first.
I made some predictions, right? And I wrote them out in the tweets on Excuse Our Banter, and I said, "What do you think? What do you think the outcome was? Did you watch the fight? Or do you know
I
what
did not
the
watch the
outcome
fight. I was actually working.
It was a good fight.
I didn't watch it.
Really good. I enjoyed it. But my early prediction was Joshua would either win by the 8th or 10th round by knockout, or it will go the distance and Usyk will win, right? And Usyk won. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah.
Right? Amazing fight. I really had fun watching it. But man, it was really, really good. It was like two titans fighting it together. And I must say, Usyk, right? This guy had to eat up. He had to gain weight. He started off fighting at cruiserweight, right? Cruiserweight and heavyweight is a big gap. It's a big gap, right? Cruiserweights, you're fighting people, around the 6'4" region, around that similar kind of weight as well. 6'4" average for that weight. Yeah. But when you're going up to heavyweights, you're fighting people who are 6'6" plus, 6'6" plus, right?
6 foot. You're fighting giants.
You're fighting giants. You're fighting titans. So imagine this 6'4". He's pretty tall anyway. He's 6 foot. I believe he's 6'3" or 6'4".
Yeah, he's a big boy
along the sides. And then he's fighting Joshua, who's about 6'6" or 6'7", who's a muscular man. Have you seen Joshua? Right? AJ is tall. He's built. And he has tons of muscles, and I would be scared just standing next to the man, right? But you have this kind of chubby frame of a dude, 6'4", looking up to Joshua, and he says, "I'm the champ." He says, "I'm the champ."
I'm looking at it right now, bro. The height comparison, dude. Yeah, Joshua's a big boy, man. That man's built, and muscle.
"I'm the champ." He goes to Joshua, looking up to Joshua. He goes, "I'm the champ," and guess what? He's the champ. Round one, it was a 50-50. Usyk had a nice little dance going on. He had a little good rhythm going on. Joshua just like little jabs, little tapping away. But Usyk won that round, in my opinion. Right, second round, Joshua started to like get into the game. He's trying to get his strut up, but Usyk still really quick. People who are shorter than your opponent, they're usually faster.
Yeah, they can come in and out.
A bit slick. He's dodging. He's moving around. Then we go into round 3. Bam! It's a chess match. It's now like evens. I'd say probably Joshua had this round, or Usyk had this round, but they're both dancing. They're both hitting each other, and Usyk's going for the face. This is a smaller man going for the face of Joshua.
Oh, so he's punching up.
Is hitting him in the stomach. So not only is he punching his face, Joshua is hitting his body, and it turns out that was a good strat. Because in the 4th round, you can start to see Joshua punch more into the stomach of the guy. He's learning, he's downloading the data, and he's punching him in the stomach. He's continuously hitting him, and you can see the hurt from Usyk. Round 5, some couple low blows, but Usyk is getting hit with those body shots. And man, if you have you ever been punched in the gut before?
Yep.
It hurts, man. It hurts.
Yeah,
and not only that, but you get punched in the gut by a 6'6" heavy guy, muscular build, punching you in the stomach repeatedly. You're gonna feel that, and you can see like he's tucking right? At round 6. He's tucking in. Usyk is hurting. He's feeling it. He's feeling all those shots. Round 7, more of the pain. Mid round, I started to see. I was looking happy. I thought that Joshua is in his rhythm. He's tenderizing that meat. Round 8. Keeps on punching in the stomach, and I thought that's it. Joshua, round 9, he's got him. He keeps hitting him in the head. He keeps hitting him in the stomach. Usyk is praying. He's trying to find God somewhere that it would end. And guess what? Round 10, Joshua, his gas tank, is on empty. No more. He couldn't continue up that pace. You got to imagine a guy that big. He can't keep that up for long, and he's tiring out. You can see he throws one punch like every 10 seconds, right? His pace is going slower and slower. Round 11, you kind of can see it. Like Joshua's not giving anything. He's trying to go for the one big punch to just knock him out. That was his only strategy left because he couldn't beat him by round 10. He wasn't gonna win. And like I said, my prediction came true. Round 11 and 12 was just Usyk just tenderizing Joshua, just getting some points in, and that was it. Usyk won by decision, and that's exactly how I predicted it. Exactly how it went. And I can't be too upset because Usyk dominated, in my opinion. He's just too slick. He's too fast. And he's not gonna let him do it. He's not gonna get knocked out. He's too fast. He has more in his gas tank than Joshua. Someone of that frame, that stature, someone who's 6'6", they require so much more oxygen, so much more like stamina to keep on going. It wasn't his night. It wasn't his night. He wasn't trained for it. It wasn't happening. And that's unfortunately what happened. Basically, Joshua lost.
Okay, first I want to give you a round of applause. That was like amazing commentary.
Thanks.
Okay. That was good. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like a hell of a fight. I'm looking at clips as you talked. Yeah, Joshua's a big boy. Usyk's too, but he's definitely punching up.
He's punching up. And, it's very hard for someone who has to build up fat and muscle to go up and fight someone. This man, Usyk, he dominated not only did he win in cruiser, he dominated the cruiserweight division. He destroyed everyone. He destroyed everyone, and he was the only man standing. He was like, you know what more can I do in this weight division than punch up and go up? So he went up. He fought Joshua. He was like, I don't want to just fight no schmuck. I want to go straight for
the crown.
I want to go straight for the crown. And guess that's what he did. He literally showed everyone that he was like, yo, I can do this. I can punch up. And he did it. And he won it.
And it looks like there's an age difference too, correct?
Yeah, there's an age difference as well. This man is like, I believe he's like 35. And then Joshua's like 32-ish.
Okay.
So Joshua's definitely younger. He's the younger man. But
yeah,
he definitely...
He looks a lot younger than Usyk for sure.
Yeah, he looks a bit younger. He is younger, I think, as well. Not by a lot, but I think he is 32. But yeah, he fought everyone. He fought big boys. He went up. He was like, yeah, I ain't going down. I ain't going for no one. He came up to this division. He straight up went for the big boys. He went for the people he knew he could destroy, and he could prove a point with. So he went for Chisora, who's like, he's shorter. He's a small tank. He's like, I think he's number 3 in the UK right now, or he's up there. And Chisora's got 33 wins, 12 KOs. He went up, he fought this guy, and this guy is smaller, but he's like tankier, and he's just so hard hitting. He beat him, he destroyed him, moved on, and he was like, I want Joshua. He went for Joshua. Joshua lost the first fight. Rematch. Joshua lost the second fight. That's it. That's where we're standing. And you got to say, like, last man standing, Usyk is just the better fighter. He won on the night. He is the better fighter. And honestly, I don't know. I think if he beats, so the last fight that he needs to do to full on prove that he's the best is fight Tyson Fury, and go for the unification. So that's the WBC. WBC.
So he'll have all the titles.
Yeah, he will have all the titles. One man. He done it in cruiserweight. He's gonna do it in heavyweight, and he will be known as a legend. To be honest.
Dang. So Fury's like the top guy right now, right?
Yeah, Fury won the WBC, which a lot of people say is the main title. It's because it's the American one. It's the main title. It's the most coveted one. But WBO, WBA, they are also the same. They're also coveted. But WBA, WBO, WBC, combine them together, that's unification. Right? That's unifying the titles.
It's like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, it's literally Infinity Stones. He has more. Not only does he have WBA and WBO, he has IBF and IBO. So those are extra titles, you know, the extra qualifications for titles. He currently he holds 4 titles, plus 1 extra one, which is a random one. But yeah, he has 4 main ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's pro. He's the A side. He's got to fight Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury is going to be the one that is the challenger. He's going to be the one wanting the rest if he fights him. I don't know if it's going to happen. It might happen. But the winner of that will have all of the titles. They will be literally Thanos.
Let me ask you a question. So say Usyk's he's obviously steamrolling. He's going. He's got the momentum. Momentum's everything in sports. Obviously, we know this. And he says, "Hey, Tyson Fury, let's go." Could Tyson Fury deny him and be like, "No," or does Tyson Fury have to accept anybody that steps to him since he's the?
He can say no. That's the thing. The annoying thing as well. It's quite annoying because. The heavyweights, you need to go up the rankings of each individual title. So, for example, right, IBF, which is is part of the 4, the main 4 he has to go up their rankings to challenge for it. Or like Joshua did, he can just be like, yeah, I'll challenge you for all of my titles, right? You can either offer all of them, or you can offer like 1, or like you can be mandatory for 1. Right?
Oh, so you can lay everything on the line, or just kind of like give them a little crumbs, Costco sample.
So imagine like what's a good way to describe it? So imagine you are in 4 different leagues, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've entered in 4 different leagues, but each league like has different rankings. So one league might like push you up to top 10, right? While another league might push you up top 5, right? So you're top 5 in one league, you're top 10 in one league. It's all different based on the leagues you're in, right? This is WBA, WBO. They rank each boxer differently. Even though you've won, you know, the same amount, they will rank you differently. They might rank a boxer you face lower than another one, and they'll make you mandatory. So if you go up to, let's say, in the recent one, they were fighting to be a mandatory for WBA, I think. Right, those 2 guys are. I've never heard of them. They're like unknown to me, but they're mandatory. Whoever wins out of them are mandatory to fight for one of the titles. So, Usyk's next fight will be would be the winner of that. I think it was some Slavic guy who won. Right, that guy. He has to face him for at least 1. He can choose to put all of them up, but he has to fight for at least 1. Right?
My question: so say you put all your titles on the line, do you get paid more? Like, I feel like there's got to be like a risk reward.
But that's the thing, right? You don't get many people who are interested if you just put 1 up. You want to put more up to put that risk on. Everyone wants to see someone put all on the line. There's the second part of it too, is that no one wants to just see 1. You have 4 titles. Why are you only putting 1 up? Put all of them up. You know? Why are you scared?
Yeah, I see your point. Yeah, you're scared. You're just like, hold them back. Okay, that makes sense.
A little bit of a convoluted way of myself explaining that, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And they can choose. They can choose like, hey, I want to choose this guy to be my next fight, and I'm putting everything on the line. You know, and that could be a thing as well. So that's why I'm hoping the next title fight are with title holders. So Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. That would be a really, really good fight. That would sell out. It would be really
a fight.
Oh yeah, the last remaining British title holder in the heavyweight division. Can he win it, or can Alexander win it? That's the big question.
Can you imagine the amount of pressure on that guy? I remember there was a fight between Tyson Fury and who was the other guy? It was another guy. That was a really big fight. It was the most recent one.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that was a highly broadcast. There was so much pressure on that guy's shoulder, Tyson Fury. Jesus. So I could only imagine.
That was entertaining.
Yeah, and I could imagine if for the amount of pressure he had on him, it's gonna be tenfold when he steps to Usyk.
Oh yeah, it would be tenfold. But also, in a way, I think Tyson might be the favorite. You know.
Yeah,
he might be the favorite because he is the bigger person, the stronger person, you know, the heavier person. Who knows?
Crowd favorite. Okay.
Crowd favorite as well.
But regardless who wins, I know I'm looking at this from the outside in. I'm not a boxer, but that paycheck's about to be spicy if you lose or win. That paycheck's about to be spicy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially if you, ooh, man. I mean, even Joshua, he lost, but he still got paid.
Well, he got paid big boy money. Big boy money. Even his rematch was big boy money because people wanted to watch it. He was fighting in Saudi Arabia, for God's sake. He sold out Saudi Arabia for sure.
People love a good rematch. People love a good underdog story, a come up like that. So yeah. So quick question: could Joshua come back for thirds?
He could if he agrees, right? If Alexander agrees. To be honest, in my opinion, like one of the questions I even asked was, what's kind of next for Joshua? Like, what is his next steps? I think his next steps is to have another big fight, maybe fight Deontay Wilder, right? Fight him, have another fight, then go for Tyson Fury, or just fight Wilder and then Tyson, right? That's the only way that he can go. That's the only vertical he can climb. The only other thing he can do is try for one title. Fight Deontay Wilder maybe next year, right? Have that fight, get it off your bucket list, prove that you're the better fighter than Deontay Wilder, and then prove that not only that, prove that you could have, if he fought Deontay Wilder instead of Tyson Fury, prove that you could have unified the titles, because he at the time he had all the titles and he was going to fight Deontay Wilder, but he kept pulling out. So prove to him that you could have won and you could have had all the titles. Then prove to Tyson Fury that you can beat him and have all the titles as well.
So it's like a roundabout way.
So he lost it to Alexander. Alexander has a mandatory fight that he has to fight. Let him have that year, but climb your way to Tyson Fury and force him to get his attention and fight him for that WBC. At least you beat out WBC.
So you beat out Fury, and at the same time, if you win, you prove that you could have beat Usyk too. Yeah, because Usyk hasn't. Okay.
If he beats Fury, he'll have a title. He'll have a title. Yeah. So
but can you imagine,
get one back.
Can you imagine Joshua beating Tyson and then Usyk coming up beating Joshua for the third time and then grabbing the title?
Oh my god, that would be so sad.
That would be the coldest. That would be a huge miscalculation. It sounds like a McDonald's word, but miscalculation on Joshua's part. I mean, A for effort, but yeah, Usyk could definitely still. There's definitely many ways this could go, but yeah.
But you got to think about it like this too, though. Is not only are you going up, it's at one fight or two fights every year. Every year you're growing older, you're getting slower.
Yep, time's your enemy. Yep,
and you're gonna get every injury is 10 times worse than it was when you were younger. So. To be honest, it kind of works in his favor. If the older that Joshua gets, even older that Usyk gets. Usyk will be close to 40 by the time Tyson. By the time he actually fights, Joshua again, he'll be a much older man. So time is fleeting for Usyk, but kind of Joshua's in his prime time to do something about it.
Okay. Before we move, I was looking at an article, the first fight where Joshua lost. Yeah. Let me know if this is correct. So Usyk earned $4.2 million at purse. Joshua walked away with a reported $17 million payout.
Ooh.
So my question is, that first fight, why did Joshua get paid more if Usyk... Was Usyk the underdog when he came to that first match? Was Joshua the crowd favorite? Is that why Joshua got paid more?
Yeah, he was holding the titles.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and then this second, so the second fight where Usyk is now the title holder. Yeah. Per multiple reports, this could be wrong, but it was a purse of a total $150 million.
Oh yeah.
And Joshua netted $75 million, and Usyk netted $75 million. So they split it 50-50. That's tasty money right there.
But even though he lost, he still won. And people forget this, right? When people lose, they still win.
Dude, that is probably okay. Someone's probably gonna say something. This is probably the only sport I know where you can lose and win at the same time.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, Joshua is a sellout man. He will sell out any event. It's just a fact. Even if he keeps going for another 4 or 5 years, fighting mediocre players, right? He will still be making sellout crowds. He'll still be making.
People are still gonna show up.
Maybe not as much as he used to, but he'll still sell out crowds. It will still be a thing. That's the beauty of it. which it's kind of good in a way, but I also want to talk about the negatives of it, because boxing fans and just in general fans alike, they are very, very like critical of Brits. So British people, I don't know if you noticed, but in Brit culture and Brits in general, they are always so critical of their own, right? So if we lose, critical. we're always like screw everything, screw this guy, he's so rubbish, right?
Yep.
When
but
when Joshua lost, he was getting chastised. But if he wins, it's not as loud of a cheer, right? It's like, yeah, we expected him to do that. Yeah, he's that kind of thing. We're proud if we win, but we are horrible if we lose. Like, that's just the unfortunate side of it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like a little rant from me. But yeah, proud side is just
it's kind of the same way when it comes to fans in soccer, or as people call it, football.
Yeah.
Bro, people riot, people flip, people will. I've definitely heard some stories of 1 minute they love you, next minute they hate you. So yeah,
it's a weird dynamic.
And it's weird and it's crazy because as a boxer, you have all that weight on your shoulder. You're not a team. This isn't a team sport. This is you, yourself, and God and whoever you believe in that ring, just banging out this guy's face.
Yeah.
Kobe. Jesus, man,
people forget that it's a contact sport. When you jump into that ring, there's lights on you, there's everything on you, cameras, blah blah blah, media, blah blah. At the end of the day, you're sitting in there, going to war with another man. You're going to war. You're punching. You're punching to save your life. Not only can you get out of that with life-threatening injuries, but you're fighting for your life, for your respect, for everything.
Yeah. And the crazy part is you can't just show up, sell up, make a bunch of money, sell the tickets, walk in, have your intro music play, step in the ring and be like, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm good. When you see the other guy, like you have to, like, imagine being a fighter. And I know this has probably happened. It's gotta happen. Get into that ring and seeing that guy across the way, and realizing that guy's fucking bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah, it's a scary thought.
Jesus, man. It's kind of like football. People don't realize television. So when we watch sports, it's kind of like we're the outside the club looking in, right? We really can't tell the scale and the power that these guys are punching at. Football, tackling at, running at. Like, we see it from a specific perspective. But if you're on the field or right next to a ring, bro, people are hitting each other.
Yeah.
Like, oof.
I remember when they did no crowds on UFC.
Mm-hmm.
They did no crowds, right, because of COVID. And oh my God, you can actually hear
the punches,
the claps, the smacks, the cracks. You can hear everything. It was like so nutty. It was surreal. Like listening to that.
Brutal.
Not only listening. Yeah. You kind of get a feeling from it as well when you hear it.
You're sitting like, ooh, that kind of, you grip your side like that kind of hurt me.
But when there's crowds, you can't hear any of that. Have you ever had a UFC? Have you ever watched a UFC fight without a crowd? Like,
yep,
oh my days,
yep, I have.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts. Yeah. When hearing the bones crack and like the punches, the full on effect of it, nuts.
Have you seen bare knuckle boxing?
Oh yeah. That also happened on the same night. Bare knuckle fight championship, where I believe the favorite lost. MVP, his name was. He lost to a former UFC champ, which was a total upset. That was crazy.
UFC coming in bare knuckle. Bare knuckle. Bare knuckle boxing is insane. That is. Now you're definitely laying your so we have to move on, but I was watching some videos, reading some articles. Obviously, when it comes to bare knuckle boxing, it's dangerous. Obviously, when you get punched by a knuckle, it cuts you, right? More lacerations. The hits are harder. But the dangerous thing about boxing is you might not get hit as hard that initial punch, but the damage, the force is still there. So think of it as how do I explain this? You're getting hit not as hard, but your body's still feeling it. You can get hit more. Does that make sense? More damage. You can get hit more because the gloves are softer, but bare knuckle boxing is like just more brutal.
You feel the G force.
Yes, if that makes sense. They're both dangerous, but yeah. Here I am talking about sport. I don't know, but yeah. All right, we move. But thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Sam, for that recant, and the thank you for doing a dope job on the Twitter sphere with the live tweeting. Thank you everybody that tuned into that.
Yeah, that was really good. But I want to move on. And yeah, you were mentioning an am I the asshole? which was fun.
Am I the asshole? Yeah, we haven't done one of these. These are actually pretty funny. I like to go down these Reddit rabbit holes like anybody else. So this one says, am I the asshole for ruining Thanksgiving? So you already know this is going to be spicy. Thanksgiving. The holidays. I, 30-year-old female, met my boyfriend, 30-year-old male, 3 years ago. Before we met, before me and him were together with his high school sweetheart, they fell out. Hold on, I'll get it. Before he and I, the grammar's kind of, before he and I were together, he was with his high school sweetheart. They fell in love and broke up. A year later, we started dating. His mom, however, was still heartbroken about it, the previous relationship. I was very understanding and thought she needed some time to get to know me. The ex basically grew up with them, and they saw her as part of the family. For the first year of the relationship, his mom would call me the ex's name, until the boyfriend got angry once and told her to be nice. She laughed it off and said that it was just a habit, a joke, a oopsie. After that, she started calling me the wrong name, Janet instead of Jenny, fictional names just for the story. All right. I corrected her a couple of times, but she seemed to like hurting me, so I ignored it until later. My boyfriend has...
I just want to cut in and just be like, yo, is he really that petty? She going to be like, yo,
the mom is
Janine
petty.
Instead of Jenny? Like, god damn.
There's a lot to unpack. I already got some stuff to say, but let's finish this. My boyfriend has 2 sisters, and a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, we were invited to the barbecue at the older sister's house. I was in the kitchen with my boyfriend's mom, the sisters, and one of their husbands. The older sister then talked about how my boyfriend praised my cooking to her husband, and the mom was listening. She then said out loud, "Sure. Why don't we let Janet make the turkey this year?" Very passive aggressive. Shots fired. The sister giggles and looked at each other, and I said, "That's a great idea." I didn't tell my boyfriend what happened. On Thanksgiving, we went to his mom's house with the usual wine and dessert. She was shocked. Wait, she was shocked. Everybody was shocked. I said, what? Oh, okay, I see what she brought the usual wine dessert. She didn't bring, okay. Yeah, she was shocked. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked. I said, what? I thought Janet was bringing the turkey. There was yelling, crying, and then we got kicked out. My boyfriend's so angry with me that he hasn't talked to me since. I think it's over, by the way. But I still don't think I did anything wrong, did I? So basically that last part is, the grammar's a little weird. She basically said, she was shocked. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because she brought wine and dessert instead of a turkey, which she promised she'd bring. But the punchline is, obviously, the death blow. She said, I thought Janet was bringing the turkey. Oof.
God
and
damn.
The mom was pissed and kicked them out. That is, okay, that's spicy right there. That is spicy right there.
So let's unpack this a little bit. So she goes, so she goes from, so she has a really, really sucky mother-in-law.
Relationship with the mom.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Horrible, petty mother-in-law.
Horrible. I hate her, right? Already. She calls her wrong names, right? And she keeps that like shtick for the whole time until bang, let's get a good idea. How about fake name makes the turkey this year? And then she goes, yeah, and she agrees with it. Maybe that fake name should make fake the turkey this year. She rocks up. She's petty back. She goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's get this fake name to make this dinner. So she comes. Yeah. She's like, yo, what up, dudes? I got the wine. I got the dessert, but I ain't got the turkey because remember, Janet got the turkey.
Janet, yeah, Janet.
I'm Jenny, right?
I'm the mom gasp. Right? Yep.
And then bam, explosions. Everyone's shocked. The mother-in-law is shocked. Everyone's shocked.
Fireworks to get kicked out. Yeah,
she got the last laugh. She got the last laugh.
I mean, she did do it. She did do it to her. I mean, but the question is, overall, let's answer this: is she the asshole for this? I don't think she is. Okay, wait. Is she the asshole? So I don't know if this is a hard one because she deserved it. The mother definitely deserved it. But what she did was she affected the whole overall family vibe, the whole overall family dinner, right? It wasn't like she was just doing this to the mother. If the mother was like, hey, can you bring me a turkey to, I love turkey. I'm a turkey addict, right? I eat it for breakfast, lunch. Can you bring me a turkey? And she's like, say less. I'll bring it to you Monday. Pops up, rocks up. She's like, I got wine and crackers and cheese. And she's like, where's my turkey? She's like, Janet has a turkey. And then gives her a side eye, winks at her. That would make sense. But she had pretty much, I don't want to say ruined, because that's very dramatic, the family dinner. But I feel like no. I'm gonna go with no. I can go with no. I feel like the mother definitely deserved this. I think it was well warranted.
She's not the asshole, but I think she could have done something a little bit less extreme.
Yeah.
To maybe prove a point, and she could have like kind of taught her that her name is Jenny instead of Janet, right? She could have been like, okay, well, Janet can get the dinner, but that's not me. I'm Jenny. Remember? Like, she could have said it at that point, right? Just to say it. But I think confrontation is such a hard thing nowadays to like, yo, you're calling me Janet instead of Jenny, you know? It's so difficult.
People don't like to get in confrontations these days.
They rather have an explosion moment and then walk away from it and be okay with it. Because, I mean, it's not a bad thing. She's definitely not the asshole, right?
100% not.
But she could have like kind of lessened the blow of that. She could have lessened the blowback of that. But I love it. I do like people being petty. That's like really fun. Like, it's really fun to listen to.
The stories are good. Yeah, I don't think she's. So my ruling, my vote is she's not the asshole.
Oh yeah,
yours is the same. She's not.
Yeah,
the mother definitely deserved it. I feel like she could have gone about it a different way, and I would have just rocked up the first time she said that. Hey, by the way, this is not my name. Second time she said some imaginary fictional name to be funny, to be petty and poke me. I'm like, hey, this is not my name. So she could have easily solved it before that. But it's either said than done, because when you're in a relationship, you have to deal with the mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, whether you like it or not. And usually the mother-in-law is the hardest one to get by. She's like the final boss, you know? She likes you. She likes you. She doesn't. That's kind of the outcome. So, but I feel like the mother-in-law had this coming. And the son, I mean, he's not talking to her anymore.
Yeah,
he's an asshole.
We don't know part of that story, because technically she could have just done this out of the blue, and the son completely out of the, like, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
And he just blindsides him. Like, he also thinks he's getting it, but you know, he doesn't know that communication isn't told him.
Yeah.
From what I read, from what is there,
he
probably didn't tell her boyfriend.
Yeah. In the third paragraph actually, at the very last sentence is, I didn't tell my boyfriend what happened.
Yeah.
So
see?
I don't think, she didn't. Yeah, that's where she went wrong. I feel like her plan was amazing. It was immaculate, down to the I's and the T's. But I feel like where she went wrong was she didn't tell her boyfriend. So her boyfriend's probably thinking, why would you do this? Why would you ruin this great day? And then she's got to run to him after, like, hey, my bad. This happened. And he's gonna be like, why didn't you just let me know? Communication. That's where that comes in. But yeah, she kind of messed up there.
I'm also sad because there is an update and there is a Christmas update, but sadly, the account is deleted, so you can't even see it.
Oh man, so that kind of spells the outcome.
Yeah, that is sad. But oh well.
They definitely broke up.
Yeah, but oh well.
Jesus, man. Somebody wants to nominate her as the hero asshole.
It's good. It's
good. We'll definitely do more of those. Some of the assholes are funny. Confessions. I have a bunch of stuff in the chamber.
Yeah.
That was definitely good. But yeah, everybody listening, is she the asshole? Is she not? Feel free to leave comments down below on Twitter or the YouTube video, or even in the comments for our Apple Podcast, wherever you may find us. Let go. All right, we move. So,
main event for tonight.
The main event, drum roll, and this is the one that we've been saying we've been wanting to do for quite some time, and everybody's like, finally. So this topic came up, I think, 2 episodes ago, and we kind of drug it through the last episode, didn't have enough time, we went over, but we'll be doing it this episode. Okay, yes. So,
hit me with
pretty much the topic, the main course of tonight's hors d'oeuvres is going to be, do we actually like the person or the idea of them? And is it fair that we hold them to that standard? So pretty much perception versus reality. To pretty much explain this if you're confused. So basically when you meet someone, whether you believe it or not, when you meet someone, that's why people say first impressions are everything. Because when you meet someone, how you talk, your manners, and what you're dressing, how you look like, everything from the beginning to end of that interaction is computed by that person's brain and spit out, and that person now has a perception of you. They have an idea of you. How you talk, how you walk, how you do with the job. If you're a good employee, if you're a bad employee, will you be a good girlfriend, bad girlfriend, good husband, bad husband, great side piece, horrible side piece, whatever it may be. you know. So at that time, I know I do it, and I don't know if you ever caught yourself doing it too, Sammy. When you meet someone the first time, you kind of put this image in your head of who they are, right? Or it's just happens a lot in relationships. When you meet a girl, you kind of put in your head who they are, you know, how she speaks, if she's soft spoken, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. You even think about, is she a good kisser? Is she not a good kisser? How would it feel to hug her? All this other stuff, and you also put expectations. Ooh. Right, on this person. Oh, she's kind. Oh, she's not you know, she's not aggressive, or she's a great communicator. You know, other expectations. We do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I reckon the biggest part is, like, especially in my circumstances, when you mine started as long distance, so it's even more so where there's a bigger expectation.
Yep.
And you have less of a reality because that reality isn't there yet, right?
So you're making it all in your head, basically.
Exactly. So you kind of have to have expectations when you're in that position.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Sorry, carry on. I just wanted to do a little.
No. Interrupt. No, interrupt. This is, you're part of this conversation too. But yeah, I'm right there with you. You have to, and I've done long distance too, unfortunately, and I'll never do that again. Shout out to people who do it and they survive, but it is a lot of work. So yeah, you're right. You do. It is natural to put that many expectations. You have to make up this image in your head of you and her, because you physically can't be by each other. So it's inevitable. It's like the default. So the question I want to present to everybody, you too, Sammy, is these expectations we put on these individuals, the girlfriend, boyfriend, people we meet for the first time. Is it fair that we try to uphold them to these expectations, and when they do fail to meet these expectations, which happens quite a bit, is it fair that we get upset and, you know, be like, oh, you didn't meet these fantasies I have in my head? Is it fair?
Yes. Oh my God. There is quite a bit. It's quite a lot to unpack. It's a big question. But I'd say surface level. Bam, let's start. Okay. Like I said, I was in a long distance, and it's nuts. It is crazy. You do have expectations. You do have, like, these wants and desires. But then when you're actually there are things that I think normal people, I say normal people, I think on average people don't think about, right? But in reality, it's present. So, like, for example, what's a good example? Like, you might not think that, you might not like their food, honestly. Like, they might cook like shit, and you're just sitting there like, God damn, I wish he cooked a bit better. But, like, that's the expectation. You had an expectation to cook good. But was that always an expectation, or was that, you know, like, is it a good expectation to have them to that point? And should you expect them to do that all the time? Make decent food, for example? I say no, because not everyone's good at certain things. Like, I'm not good at doing the laundry. I suck at it, right? I don't know how much X and Y to put in. I don't know how much liquid to put in. So where my partner might be good at that, I suck at that. But do I hold her to that standard? Kind of, yeah. But, like, it's not mandatory for me. I can always do it, even as bad as I do it. I can still do it. It doesn't affect me. Yeah, that's an example that I'll give. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, that makes sense. Definitely hold someone to expectation. And I think there are some healthy expectations. Yeah. Right? Like, communication. Especially when it comes to arguing, because you will argue. You'll have fallouts. So, yeah, I think there is that kind of default judgment pass, which is not always bad. Expectation to be like, oh, that girlfriend or boyfriend, my significant other, when we do have an argument, they will come to me and communicate, because that person says they love me, they care for me. So when the fallout does happen, that person pulls back or obviously just goes off the rails. You're just like, whoa. This picture I had of you being cool, calm, and collective like a cucumber and be able to talk stuff through is ruined. So I think there are some healthy expectations.
There are healthy ones.
Yes.
There's also some things that you don't think about but happen anyway. Like, for example, where in my previous ones this is a funny one, but passing gas is a normal, natural thing to do. But in my previous relationship, right, I used to fart around the house.
That's gross, bro.
And she was like, yo, that's gross, that's disgusting, do it in the toilet. now I can just do it. I could do it anywhere, and I do get the like, that's disgusting. But it's not like I have to run to the toilet. It's like, oh, you farted. That's just nasty.
You were just like rocking around a serial fart,
dropping nukes everywhere.
Bro, you were just terrorizing this poor girl.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, she doesn't like it, but I was, dropping like nukes like it was Hiroshima everywhere,
Bro, this man was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, unlocking everything. Why didn't you just go to the bathroom, bro?
Sometimes you just gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go, and you ain't got time to go, squeeze them cheeks, tighten that butt, walk around to the toilet, and then let it go. Like that's difficult, man. I sometimes gotta let the cheeks clap and just it go to go.
I gotta let the cheeks clap, bro. This man's doing a round of applause, terrorizing this poor girl.
But sometimes you gotta do it, man. There's no bound. Like that's the thing. There shouldn't be any boundaries where you're like, ugh, like with each other. Yeah, like there are stuff that are nasty. Sometimes my farts might smell. Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie. If my girlfriend farted around me,
you wouldn't care.
I would. I'm sorry.
You would?
Like, no. Like no. So the thing is, it's happened, right? It's happened in relationships.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to be like, hey, did you fart? Right? No, I don't do that. Like you smell it, you're just like, oh, you farted. Okay, cool. But my question to you is, were you like willingly farting? Like, were you like pushing it so it made noise? You said a round of applause, bro. No, you said my cheeks were clapping. Bro, so it sounds like you were like, that fart was, bro, it sounded like that fart was coming and you mustered all the energy from the bottom of your soul and you pushed that fart out, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, no.
I want to make my voice heard.
No.
I want to make the voice heard. I need people to witness me and I need people to hear my presence. So just in case you thought I died, I'm there, falling away.
No, bro.
But sometimes I do put extra effort to be like, and then just make noise, right?
And then lock eyes and be like, yeah, I did it. That was me.
That's just because, because why not? And because I did this, right? She now responds with the same thing. And I'm okay with it because, well, number one, hers doesn't smell as bad as mine. But number two, right? It's like, it's normal. It's like a normal human being thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it
burping,
is.
peeing, pooping. It's normal.
Yeah. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not like it.
But like,
yeah. Wait, what?
I said, obviously, I'm not going to throw my poop on her. That's different.
I hope you wouldn't, bro.
That's not a thing to do. But passing gas is normal. Burping is normal. Yeah. It's like gas in your mouth, gas in your ass. Shit happens.
Just gas. Clapping. Your mouth is clapping, your cheeks are clapping. Dang, bro. But yeah, there are some definitely healthy expectations, and in Sammy's case, definitely unhealthy expectations. Jesus, for our ecosystem. Now we know why there's why gas emissions have gone through the roof. This man right here.
Oh man,
man right here.
Sometimes
global warming's all Sammy.
You can't hold it in. If I hold it in, it'll be like Hiroshima. Like it will be like Hiroshima. I will explode.
I will explode.
It will be like a nuke. It will be.
But what are some other healthy expectations in relationships? Like obviously we covered communication, right? Which is, I cannot tell you enough. I will literally say it to the highest mountaintops, into the heavens, the highest heavens, that communication is so important in every relationship. I know some people think, oh, it's overrated. Me and my significant other, we just have telekinesis. We finish each other's sentence. Cool, you're probably psychos, probably serial killers. But the average person needs to communicate. I cannot tell you how much good communication, I'm not perfect. I cannot tell you how much good communication has messed up things in my life, and great communication has made things better. Prime example, I'm not gonna say names. Basically, long story short, I'm really good about making friends. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. Some people don't like new friends. Learned that out the hard way. But I met a new friend, and this friend, we obviously both had in our heads. This is a prime example. That's why I brought up this topic. In our heads, we kind of had this idea of who each other were because we really didn't know each other. We kind of came into each other's life in passing years ago. And then things resurfaced. We're talking, everything's cool, and something came up, and this is where communication comes into play. We were having a conversation, and she was talking about a whole different topic, and I was talking about a whole. We were on the same topic, but we were talking about two different facets. If that makes sense, I don't get too specific. And she took it one way, I took it that same way. Say less, right? Because I will say this: one of my biggest faults is if somebody doesn't respect my time, my energy, who I am, I'm out. Peace. Say less. I can take that energy and time somewhere else. Some people might say it's cool to calculate it in callous, but do you want to sit there and then plead with this person to, hey, please value my time? Hey, please value my energy. Hey, please value my effort. No, just go do your thing. So I was on the verge of doing that. All right, say less. Same route. Plan A, plan B, right? Cut them off. And then it was weird. I had this epiphany because me and this person had great conversations. Great conversations. Very rare. And I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Try a different route. So it was, and I don't know why I did this to this day. I backed up, put it in reverse, dumped it, said, hey, let me be transparent and let me practice what I preach. And I was completely vulnerable. And I'm never vulnerable. I was completely vulnerable. I said, hey, this is why I did what I did. If you don't just value my time, this is what I do. And this is why, basically I was going to do you, cut you off, blah, blah. And that person obviously wasn't happy about it, but they appreciate the vulnerability. Me lowering my guard, i.e. Pretty much made them lower their guard. So we're both at this point vulnerable. And then we moved forward and our friendship is even better to this day. There are instances where good communication, healthy communication, even letting your guard down. Because I know a lot of the trip ups when it comes to communication is people don't want to feel vulnerable. I mean, I don't like to feel vulnerable. Nobody likes to feel vulnerable, raw, exposed for someone to do what they want and just mess them over. Because a lot of people messed over. But I am a testament, guys. You can actually, literally, just doesn't happen to everybody. But at the end of the day, you put your best foot forward, right? Because I will say, people come into your life and people go. This is life. Whoever's in your life when you're in middle school, probably not in your life now. Same for high school. Same for college. Same for this year into next year. People come and go. Think of it as every one of those people coming in teaching you lessons. Will you learn from those lessons? Will you grow in those lessons? Or will you just ignore them? So I thought this was a good lesson, potential lesson, and turned into a great lesson. And now we have an even better friendship. It's really, really dope. Really dope. So yeah, shout out to this person. They know who they are.
And this is one small thing that anyone can do, and just it happens, right? Small thing that blossoms into a larger thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's minimal effort. It doesn't require a whole lot. It's just flowing. It's ebbs and it's flows. There'll be some ebbs, there'll be some good flows, but overall, as long as you're doing the good communicating, it's gonna go. It's gonna flow. Right? Ain't no tide stronger than the ocean.
Oh, I looked. Ain't no tide stronger than the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, Sammy. Okay. Wow. But yeah, those are. Can you think of any unhealthy expectations people typically have? And this doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be like a relationship between the father and the mother. It could be a relationship between the son and the mom. I have one, and I
have
think
a couple as well. Yeah.
Okay, you say yours. You say yours.
I would say the expectation that I'm having right now. There's two, right? I'll say the first one. Not me personally, but I can see one bad one would be like expectations of, the normal the male role of earning everything and paying for everything and just having that as an expectation all the time. That could be one. But I'd say my recent one, my current one that I'm currently dealing with, which is fun, is from a son and a mother, and that is expectations that she has and that she's imposed on me. Yes. Whereas where I want to do something and I might not be able to. And it's normal life things. It's like it could be as simple as moving out, right? And she disagrees with that. She thinks I should be at home, caring for the mother. But I want to also be an adult, right? Where she has lived her life knowing only X and Y, but I want to, find out where Z is. I want to know where Z is. I want to know. I want to explore. I want to see A, B, C. I want to see D, E. I want to see everything, right? I don't just want to live down the straight life of.
Yeah, you want to figure out who you are.
Someone else does. Yeah. I don't want someone else dictating what I should do. I want to dictate life itself, and that expectation that, not only religion or culture or family. It happens in everything, right? It could be anything. But I think where mine is my culture, my mother's religion, and my and how she was brought up, it's kind of like imposed onto me as well in a way.
By
Right?
default. Yep, I know what you mean.
Like she's seen her brothers. Her brothers have gone X and Y. She's gone X and Y. Her whole family, everyone I know has gone that route. But I am the only different one. Right? It's kind of sad.
You're the odd one out. Yeah.
Yes, I'm the odd one out. It shouldn't be like that. But it's also kind of sad that she has that expectation. She expects that, and she can't learn to accept. So that would be a negative expectation. And should that be a standard? No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think anyone should hold anyone to any standard, right? You should look at yourself and yourself only. And
it's true.
The way to alienate someone is to put like set standards on them. The best way to love someone is to love them for who they are and appreciate for them for who they are, but know that they're trying their best as well. Helps a lot as well, right?
Yeah.
So
so I guess you could say there's nothing wrong with putting standards, but if this person doesn't obviously meet your standards, let those standards slide, right? If they're living their best life and they're not hurting you, they're trying their best and have no ill intent, adjust those standards to meet them. So basically that's what you're saying. Yeah.
But obviously there is bad standards like, hygiene. If someone stinks like all the time, you don't want to be with that person. And I think in that instance, in negative instances like that, where someone's like really lazy or really stinky or really blah, 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 negative traits, then yes, you should hold them to a higher standard.
100%.
So it is a bit 50-50, but it does depend on certain circumstances.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So when you mentioned family, that kind of hit a nerve, and even with mine, and I know this happens a lot of foreign families, right? There's very high sense for education, for profession. They want the best. They want the best for the kids. In their eyes, they want the best, right? But they don't really know how those standards, especially they're strongly imposed, right? They don't budge. They don't know how that affects the kids. So I could definitely equate with that. I would say for me, one of mine was one of the standards I feel like a lot of people put on their parents. And this is interesting because as a child, you think right away, oh, my mom, my dad, they are all knowing, right? Because they were a teacher. They're ideally bare bones your teacher in life. They are the person you look up to. They're the person you shadow, you mimic, you learn life lessons from. So you have high expectations. So when it comes to communication, and I think this comes into play a lot of the times when you move out of the house and you grow up, and at this point you're both two adults and you have these conversations. You're still a son talking to mom and a mom talking to son, or vice versa to a dad, but at this point you're not a child talking to an adult. You're two adults, no matter your age, right? And there's a change, there's a flux in communication. You're at this point you're talking to an adult, and I feel like some parents. This happens quite a bit. I think people can definitely relate to this. Parents, no matter how old you are, whether you're adult or not, 30s, 40s, 50s, they still look at you as a child, and they still communicate to you like you're a child. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I see that.
Right? And then when you step back and go, whoa, pump those brakes respectfully, I'm an adult, talk to me like an adult, and we can have these conversations. So I think that's what's happened in my life, and I've seen that shift change for the better. But that was an explanation I put on my mom that, she's all knowing. She's an amazing lady, hardworking, great lady.
Yeah.
But there was the expectation that she knew where I was in life and how the communication was. And there was, you ruffle feathers. That's family. But thankfully you come out of the end better. So on my end, there were these expectations put on her, and she put these expectations on me. And I thought, hey, this is how I communicate. And she thought, we were pretty much on two different books, not even, in the same book, on different pages. But we communicate and things are better. So yeah, I would say that does play a role in there.
Oh yeah, that is. I think family is one of the best examples of expectations versus, reality. Like in reality, you are totally different from your.
100%.
From my upbringing, like I was not born I was born in a second world country, a third world country, I should say. but I wasn't born like wasn't raised in that environment. I was raised in a modern society, right, with modern ideals and modern idealistics and modern, like, just everything is just newer and more accepting. Where I was before, it was more rougher and more, straight line, right? So it's definitely a good example. Family is definitely a good way to explain it, and it goes through everything. It's like their views on life,
everything,
everything, literally every single thing.
Relationships, girlfriends,
relationships, everything.
Like, prime example is my mom. Sorry to cut you off. My mom, when we moved over, I'm from down south, military family. So when we moved up here to the Northwest, great Northwest, West Coast, best coast, she had this. She always made this known when I was younger. I want you to marry an African American woman.
Yes.
Right? Your own. And she was on that. And I understood what she meant because, we're from down south. All our family's down south, right? Tight-knit community. So I get where she was coming from. But as life progressed, especially up here in the Northwest, things were, in the circles we were in, things were gradually changing. And she no longer holds me to that standard. She probably still wants that, but she doesn't try to impose that. And I know some mothers and fathers try to impose that on their kids, and you make them there. I mean, can you imagine your family saying, hey, I want you to marry this ethnicity, this type of girl, and I don't care who you like, who you love, who you rock with, guy or girl, I want you to marry this person.
Yeah, I can attest to that, because that is an active going thing that is happening with me.
That's tough.
That is an active going thing that's happening with me. I am held to that standard. I do have those expectations on me to marry someone within my culture, religion, XYZ, and I have chosen quite the opposite.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man. Where your heart goes, you go, bro. So live your life, man.
And look, I'm happier now than I think I would be in a forced marriage.
Exactly.
Or in an arranged, quote unquote, arranged marriage with someone from my religion and culture. I wish I have fun. I can rock with my girl, go X, Y, and Z, play X games, right? And then I get an arranged marriage, and it's like some person who comes from a village is from my country, and I have zero connection. Like, there's nothing in common. She's just like there to make a baby and be happy.
Just like,
that's
hey,
it.
What's up? How's it going? High five.
I feel bad for them too, because that's life for them. Like, that's all they know, and it sucks. I would never want it. It's a bit different because at least you can marry into someone in a modern society, where I would need to marry someone who's in a backward society. That makes sense.
Nope, makes sense. That's what you're saying. I get it. That's family is the prime example of expectations versus reality, with a little dash of with a heavy dash of communication. So if you guys have anything in the anything you've been through or currently in situations where communication comes in handy, or expectation versus reality have hit you in the face, or you're battling that right now, let us know. Shoot us some stories. Actually, what we're gonna do is, this week, I've been waiting, but this week we're actually gonna open the floodgates. If you guys have any stories about any topics we're talking about, shoot us a message and we'll read them on the next episode or down the line. Also, if you guys have any Am I the Assholes, or any confessions, or any questions you have about life, whether it's relationships, love, a situation at work, anything like that, shoot us a message and we will gladly read it out. We would honestly appreciate it. We would read it out and give you our opinion on it. Jesus. But definitely do that. Definitely do that. But I mean, this dope episode. Do you have anything else you want to say to all the party people out there?
I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. It's been fun for me. It's been fun for you, I hope. And next episode will be just as amazing as this one.
Oh, it always gets better, baby. It always gets better. But this was Excuse Our Banter. We are two amazing hosts, Donald and Sammy, the best duo, the podcast you never knew you loved so much. Probably your favorite podcast at this point. We talked about Am I the Asshole? We talked about expectations versus reality. And we talked about that famed fight of the Titans and what's coming up for Josh's future and Usyk and their amazing paychecks and that payouts. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You guys have a good one. Let go.
Peace.